Last week I posted about a breakfast meal prep item that you can make a few of or make a batch of, and then I reheated them in the microwave. You can put them in the toaster oven, but essentially it's a small piece of bread that you cut out with bacon if you want. If you don't want bacon, you don't want the fat, you don't have to. Turkey bacon, or you can use regular bacon, like a low-cal, low-fat turkey bacon, and egg whites and some fresh herbs. So we're gonna make that today. All right, what do you need? You need a muffin tin, somewhere to cook your bacon, some whole wheat bread, some cooking spray, some egg whites. You can use liquid egg whites, or these are from Trader Joe's, or you can use regular egg whites. Got tomatoes, fresh basil, fresh parsley, and some bacon. You can use turkey bacon, regular bacon, or you don't need to use bacon at all if you're concerned about that. All right, spray each of the little compartments with the cooking spray. Make sure you set your oven to 350 degrees. So we're cooking the bacon on a wire rack to render the fat, basically let the fat drip below. And you're gonna cook the bacon only about halfway because you don't want it to be too crispy, because you need to be able to form it around the inside of the cooking tin. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take a pint glass, and you're gonna take a knife, and you're going to place the glass on top of the bread and just use it as a template to cut out a circle in the bread. Now you want to cut it a little bit of an angle to make the bread a little smaller than the pint glass, so that way it fits nicely in the tin. Then you can just pull that right out of there. Usually you can get 3 pieces out of a single piece of bread. It depends on how big the bread is. Then you're going to take your tomatoes, dice them up, some small little squares. Go ahead and cut them, and you're going to do the exact same thing with basil and parsley. You're going to cut that up. With your basil, you can stack your leaves on top of each other and then roll them up and then just slice them. Then you'll unroll those and put a little bit in each one of the compartments on the tin. You're going to do the same thing with your parsley. Go ahead and chop it all up, nice and fine. Now we've got bread, we've got tomatoes, chopped up basil, and some parsley. Now our bacon is done. It is cooked enough, but not too far so that it's hard. Then when you're done with that, you want to take and turn your oven at 400 degrees, and then you can get back to, once your bacon cools, putting it in the container. Now you basically want to take it and wrap it around the outside of the container. Now you can use 1 piece of bacon or 2 pieces of bacon. I like it with 2 because it gives it a little more protein, but you don't have to do 2. Then you're going to take that piece of bread you cut, and you're going to slide it down inside the bacon, and that's going to hold the bacon to the outside of the cooking tin. Once you've done that, you can start to sprinkle in your different ingredients. Got the basil, got the parsley, and we'll do some tomatoes. Once that's done, take your egg whites, whether they're in a carton or cracked, and if you want more calories, you can use regular eggs as well, but you're going to basically fill it up about 1/2 inch underneath the edge of the bacon, because the eggs will expand. You don't want them to overflow. You're just going to repeat the exact same thing all the way through each tin. Wrap the bacon, put the bread in, fill it full of tomatoes, basil, parsley, and when you're done with that, you're going to fill each one up with egg whites. And you're ready to rock. Put it in the oven Now remember, you turned your oven up to 400 degrees, set the timer for 15 minutes, and when they're done, they look and smell fabulous. Now you can take a knife and kind of run it around the edge of the each pod to make it easy to pop out. And then you can just basically pop them out, let them cool a little bit, and they are ready to go. Now, I'm going to eat 2 of them right off the bat. So I'm going to eat one. It's really loud out here, sorry. They're jackhammering my neighbor's backyard as they're doing some remodeling. But let's try this out. Holy moly, it looks so good. You gotta see this. That is going to taste fabulous. Egg whites, bacon, tomato, parsley, basil, whole wheat toast.